At the Devil Army, I'm Matt, and we're back with some more spooks, this time found footage. I'm a big fan of the found footage thing. I think most of it's fake, you know. Oh, I just happened to find a tape or a camera and it's got some creepy footage on it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, I'm sure it does, but it could also be faked. But let's see what this one's all about.
You've all probably seen either The Blair Witch Project or Paranormal Activity, two hugely profitable horror films in which footage shot from the victims is recovered and shared.
Paranormal Activity had so much promise, but when they got to Paranormal Activity 12, you know, sorry, but you went too far.
Shown to us to appear real. Although many people thought Blair Witch Project was real, we quickly learned that that wasn't the case. Found footage films rarely fool or surprise anyone these days, but what might surprise you are real-life found footage tapes, many of which are way scarier than the fictional tapes. This subject was the most popular choice in a poll I did on Twitter. If you want to take part in future polls, then follow me on Twitter at @TheSirSpooks.
Obviously, this is a few years ago now.
With all that said, let's start off the list. In August 1989, a family whose car had broken down found a videotape wrapped in an old military fatigue jacket beside Highway 205 near Stockton, California. The family gave the videotape to investigators after they watched it.
Must admit, I didn't catch any of that then.
The tape shows flames consuming a house at night as an eerie voice whispers, "Ancient spirit of evil, look at it. The fire department is trying to put it out." What a laugh. The narrator, who we do not see, can be heard breathing heavily and laughing, while talking to a mysterious figure he named Omar. Some investigators thought that what the narrator said could be reference to Satan. Investigators got...
Yeah, I was just thinking, was this an arsonist who is a little bit... Or to be fair, if you're an arsonist, you're a little bit... But is he sort of an arsonist who's... What do you call it when you've got like a sexual fascination with fire? I can't remember. Obviously, it's not pyrophobia because you got fear of it.
1,600 calls and possible leads from people across the nation
Pyromaniac?
after the videotape was shown on the national television program Unsolved Mysteries.
God. Some people are weird. Some people are absolutely weird. I wonder if this guy ever got found.
This is what goes through his mind as he's...
So, two things cross my mind. He's either a pyromaniac who started the fire because he gets off on it, or he's someone who's happens to have seen a fire, got a videotape and thought, I'll just start acting like a weirdo for a bit of a laugh. Two valid choices.
The case was eventually solved. Several residents identified the house on fire as a house in Redwood City, 80 miles from where the tape was discovered. Surprisingly, on the night of the fire, a fire chief also videotaped the fire for training purposes. The two videos were compared and were shown to be identical, and it was confirmed that the house on the arsonist tape was the Redwood City house. A 17-year-old and a 19-year-old from the Redwood City area identified themselves as the arsonists, since they were both
I'm assuming that's not them.
juveniles when they set the fire. They were both tried as minors. One of them served time in juvenile hall, while the other was committed to a state mental hospital.
Where are they now?
This videotape shows a fatal plane crash. It all happened on August 10th, 1984, when a Cessna L-19 Bird Dog, piloted by James Jeb Cadell, 38 years old, was en route from Granby to Jeffco Airport, Colorado. The plane crashed as the pilot had not taken into account the density altitude conditions that were.
I mean, imagine being out in the middle of nowhere and your engine goes, and it's like there's no way. You can't land. There's no roads. There's no airports. There's no fields, and it's like you're gonna hit the trees.
Present on the day of flying. The plane was unable to climb away from steadily rising terrain. Just before impact, you can hear the pilot yell, "Damn, hang on, Ronnie," to his backseat passenger, Ronald Hugh Wilmond, age 36.
That looks like quite a big flat bit of field there.
Damn, hang on, Ronnie!
Man, what a shame. It seems to me like they were trying to turn and basically just lost all elevation. Was that not a downdraft, potentially? You know, like, because he's obviously got the air on the other side, and it comes over the top, and then it sort of pushes the air down. Pushes the air down. And it could cause a downdraft. So, and if it's a downdraft, you could drop 1,000 feet really quickly.
3 years later, the wreck was found by a pair of backpackers. They even found a heavily damaged tape, which contained this almost 7-minute long video shot from a VHS camcorder.
What a shame. At least they were recovered, though, for the family.
This eerie footage allegedly shows the last moments a man encountered before forever getting lost in the maze we know as the Paris Catacombs. In the video, the man is seen discovering thousands of piles of human remains. As the man tries to find a way out, he seems to become more and more panicked. He eventually drops the camera, but it keeps rolling as his footsteps disappear off into the darkness.
I mean, I would not want to get lost down there, but it's probably the safest place for you in Paris right now. Paris Saint-Germain just won the Champions League yesterday. You look at the state of Paris today. It's been destroyed, that city. It really has. Cars were on fire. You know, police were in riot gear. Youths from many different nationalities. I wouldn't say the Paris youth. I would say all the imported youth, just running rampant. People getting assaulted in the cars, you know, people on the street just getting assaulted for the sake of it. It was chaos, and it was an excuse. The football match was an excuse. But, yeah, Paris has fallen.
Therefore, we don't actually know whether or not he made it out alive, or if the videotape is even genuine.
It's very bizarre. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also, he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. So basically, he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs. The human bones. The catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able.
Paintings? I thought that was someone just stood there, like, or hung up from the ceiling like that. Jesus.
To retrace the itinerary to some extent.
You know what? I like to think that in most situations I'd be alright. Quite tough. Look after myself. But I would not want to get lost in the Paris Catacombs. Just endlessly walking around. I mean, who else is in there? You know what I mean? Who else is in there?
He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, we hear his breathing get louder and louder.
Is he having a panic attack?
As though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the.
I think that's the thing, right? Because have you ever had it where something creeps you out a little bit, and then you're walking out of a room, or you're walking up the stairs, and when you were a kid, and you were convinced that something's going to grab your foot, so you like run. And if you got your foot out of the bed, you want to put your foot under the covers because yeah, it's the same thing. If something creeps you out, it's that escalating effect. And I bet this guy's just it's freaking out. He's seeing loads of weird skulls everywhere. He's seeing bloody paintings of people on walls, and it's like, I bet he's just freaked out.
Many different corridors.
I wonder if he saw or heard something, because as freaked out as you are, would you just drop your camera and just leave it there?
The camera was later allegedly found by another group of explorers, who reportedly took the tape to authorities.
What if the guy was ever found?
On the morning of April 16, 2014, the MV Sewol sank while carrying 476 people. 172 people survived the Sewol Ferry disaster. The captain and most of the crew were hugely criticized for their actions, as passengers.
Just like Costa Concordia. I did a video on that, which Internet Historian did. And yeah, the captain on that ship, what a piece of crap he was.
Stayed in their cabins as instructed. The captain and crew members abandoned the ship.
Same thing again. Same thing again.
As the ship capsized, some passengers followed instructions to stay put, even as the water came in. 2 phones were found in which video footage from the incident was discovered. The footage was taken by 2 boys from Danwon High School. Neither of them survived. In the video, you can hear some kids joking around, while others are talking about their families. Some are even saying their farewells, realizing that they probably won't be rescued. They all seem to be confused by the situation and the fact that they were instructed to stay. It's absolutely heartbreaking to watch, especially knowing what eventually happens to them. If you want to watch the video, I'll leave a link in the description.
Yeah, I mean, good man. Something shouldn't really be used for monetized purposes, but yeah. I mean, that's terrible. But to tell people to stay put and then abandon ship, I hope they all got arrested and put in prison for a long time.
In the early 1990s, a homemade VHS circulated around called Grave Robbing for Morons. The video features a young man passionately explaining how to rob graves without
Some people
being caught, what bones are most valuable, as well as other tips. He shows what appears to be an actual human skull.
On this big, alright, if it's a male, you might have lines like that from the baldness, okay? Now, so what you do is you grab it around here. You grab it here and peel it back like that, okay? Peel it back, alright, and it'll pull off, it'll make a disgusting sound.
I'd say check this guy's internet history, but obviously it's back before there were probably internet histories to be checking. But if he's grave robbing and doing other stuff, what's he doing? What else is he doing?
To make sure that it's authentic, or you take the dentures and you make sure they're with them, so that way the person knows who this person is. All right, because sometimes you go and you risk your ass looking for somebody, all right, and somebody might be paying some serious money for it. So you have to rub it and rub it and rub it, or you gotta wash off all the blood and everything, you know, because it's a bit more new. This one has almost no brains. Let me see. Okay, if it's raining, the rain will help you a lot.
Oh god! I mean, the irony of saying about like trying to get away with it, and you got be careful and all this stuff while making a video implicating yourself,
If it's snowy, the
incriminating yourself.
snow will leave footprints.
No one knows if it's real or fake, making this one of the most mysterious found footage tapes out there. The entire video is 26 minutes long, so as always, check out the link in the description if you want to watch the full thing. And that was 5 real found footage tapes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Cheers to Spooks. Yeah, I feel for the guy lost in the Paris Catacombs. I wonder if he ever got out of there. Now, I imagine that if he did eventually get out of there, he probably wouldn't have gone back for his videotape because he would have been absolutely terrified. By the sound of it, something spooked him. Whether he spooked himself and just hyped himself up a little bit, and then he legged it, dropped the camera and thought, I ain't going back for it. Or whether something else, like he saw something or heard something that really spooked him. I mean, why be down there? You won't get me down there. You won't get me down there. Unless I was with people. It was during the day. Even though the day really doesn't make a difference down there. But you know what I mean. Anyway, that's all for this one. I'm not going to ramble on for too much longer. Another top notch from Sir Spooks. I will be carry on checking out, obviously, this Slap Time, Nuke's Top 5 and a few others. But let me know in the comments what you'd like me to look at, and I will take a look. Hit the subscribe button if you will. I'm trying to get up to 800 subscribers, which are 10 away, so not far. But support's very much appreciated. I'll see you on the next one. You take care.